Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into the Great White North to uncover 10 mind-blowing facts about Canada that'll make you say, hey. From its jaw-dropping natural wonders to quirky cultural gifts, Canada is way more than just maple syrup and hockey. Did you know it's home to the world's longest coastline? Or that it has a secret dessert? We will explore everything from bilingual cities and polar bear capitals to why 90% of Canadians live within a stone's throw of the US border. Plus, ever heard of a toonie or poutine wars? Get ready for surprises around every corner. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our adventures. Let's get started. Grab a Tim Hortons coffee, and let's uncover Canada's coolest secrets.
Number 1.
Canada spans 9.98 million square kilometers, making it the second largest country globally, with terrain ranging from Arctic tundra to temperate rainforests. It shares the world's longest and defended border, 8,891 kilometers, with the US and touches three oceans: Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic. Despite its vastness, over 80% of Canadians live within 150 kilometers of the US border, as the northern regions are sparsely populated due to extreme cold, permafrost, and rugged landscapes. The country spans 6 time zones, reflecting its continental breadth.
Number 2.
Canada's official languages Act 1969 mandates federal services in English and French, rooted in its colonial history. Quebec is the French-speaking heartland, where 94% of residents speak French. Nationally, 22% of Canadians claim French as their first language, while 18% are bilingual. Immersion schools promote fluency, but linguistic diversity extends beyond. Mandarin, Punjabi, and Tagalog are widely spoken due to immigration. The bilingual policy fosters unity, though debates persist about Quebec's cultural preservation and minority language rights.
Number 3.
Canada's Indigenous Peoples First Nations, Métis, and Inuit comprise 5% of the population, 1.8 million people. Over 630 First Nations communities exist, speaking 70+ Indigenous languages, many endangered. The Inuit Nunavut homeland covers 35% of Canada's landmass, including the Arctic. Landmark efforts like the Truth and Reconciliation Commission 2015 address historical abuses, including residential schools that forcibly assimilated Indigenous children. Today, land acknowledgements and treaties aim to honor sovereignty and cultural revival.
Number 4.
Niagara Falls, shared with the US, is Canada's most iconic natural wonder, drawing 13 million visitors yearly. The Horseshoe Falls Canadian side plunges 57 meters, generating hydroelectric power for Ontario. Boat tour like the Maid of the Mist and Winter Light festivals highlight its allure. Nearby Niagara-on-the-Lake is famed for wineries and historic sites. Over 168,000 cubic meters of water cascades per minute, though flow is regulated for energy and tourism balance.
Number 5.
The Canadian Rockies, stretching 1,200 kilometers, feature UNESCO sites like Banff and Jasper National Parks. Mount Robson, 3,954 meters, is the highest peak, while Lake Louise dazzles with glacial turquoise waters. Wildlife includes grizzly bears, elk, and bighorn sheep. The Icefields Parkway, a 232 km scenic highway, connects glaciers like the Athabasca to alpine meadows. Ski resorts such as Whistler and winter sports infrastructure make this region a year-round adventure hub.
Number 6.
Canada's tax-funded healthcare system guarantees free essential medical services for citizens and permanent residents under the Canada Health Act 1984. Provinces administer care, with federal funding covering approximately 70% of costs. While praised for equity, long wait times for specialists and surgeries are criticized. Dental, vision, and prescriptions often require private insurance. Recent debates focus on expanding coverage to include pharmacare and mental health services, aiming for a more inclusive system.
Number 7.
Canada is a cultural mosaic. 23% of residents are immigrants, the highest in the G7. The Multiculturalism Act 1988 enshrines diversity, with cities like Toronto 49% foreign-born hosting Chinatown, Little India, and Greektown. Festivals like Caribana and Montreal's Jazz Festival celebrate global traditions. Over 200 languages are spoken, including Punjabi, third most common. Refugee resettlement programs and anti-discrimination laws reinforce Canada's identity as a welcoming nation.
Number 8.
Canada shelters 80,000 plus species, including polar bears, moose, and beavers, the national animal. 47 national parks and 19 UNESCO biosphere reserves protect ecosystems from boreal forests to coastal reefs. Endangered species like the North Atlantic right whale benefit from strict conservation laws. Recent initiatives aim to conserve 25% of land, oceans by 2025, combating climate threats. Indigenous-led projects, such as Guardian programs, blend traditional knowledge with modern science for sustainability.
Number 9.
Canada ranks number 3 globally for higher education attainment, with public schooling free until grade 12. Universities like McGill, U of Toronto, and UBC rank among the world's top 50. Innovations include Insulin 1921, the Canadarm space robot, and AI breakthroughs by Montreal's Mila Institute. The country invests heavily in STEM, with 3% of GDP spent on R&D. International students flock to Canada for quality education and post-graduation work opportunities.
Number 10.
Ice hockey, Canada's official winter sport, originated in Montreal in the 1800s. The NHL includes 7 Canadian teams, and Canada's Olympic hockey teams hold 13 gold medals. The 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics showcase prowess in sports like curling and speed skating. Cities host winter festivals, such as Quebec's Carnival with its iconic Ice Palace. Over 90% of Canadians live within a 4-hour drive of a ski resort, fueling a $4.5 billion winter sports industry.